Alright, Pisces gang, what up though? It's your girl Empress 777 here today with a love reading. Hope you guys are doing super fantastic. I certainly am. Holy angels and spirit guides, give me clear, concise messages for my Pisces soul family, sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. You guys already know this is general, so it may or may not resonate. Take what does, leave the rest. Cross watchers, excuse me. Put yourself where you belong in the story. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and jump right in because we don't have any time to waste. Listen, I was getting so exasperated. I mean, so thoroughly annoyed with the energies, with the person or whoever this is that has shown up. This could be several individuals in your life though, right? It feels very general, the energy. So please, like I said, just take it how it resonates. A very, very stale, stagnant, stubborn, right, set in its ways type of energy. I wasn't going to do a pre-shuffle at all, actually, but I have a Shadows Oracle deck that was kind of calling my name. I just wanted to take a look at what shadows was blocking, like the progression, the growth, the evolution in the meditation overall. It just felt very, very stagnant, like it did not move. So this could speak to the progression in the relationship or in the connection. This could speak to your attempts to try and get a breakthrough to this individual, or to people around you to let them know that, okay, first of all, you could definitely sit here and act like you don't have any issues or like your shit don't stink, but I'm here to let you know, boo, that it, you know what I'm saying? You are human. There is room for improvement, okay? However, like I said, we're dealing with a very, what is the phrase we're trying to use here, Spirit? A stagnant-minded individual, right? So what do I mean by that? Okay, well, first of all, this Shadows Oracle deck is supposed to point out the changes, the blockages, the things that are blocking points for improvement, mostly self-improvement, right? Because I was pulling the energy of another person, I don't necessarily feel like this is you stagnant in your energy, though it could be, right? You could feel like you're stuck in this, like you have been trying to actively remove yourself from this situation, especially emotionally, just kind of detach yourself, but you found that that has been more difficult, that this person continuously shows up in your thoughts, or, you know, you still care, right? Like, don't... take that only if it resonates. Don't curse me out. I just heard that, right? So that could definitely be the case for some of you. For most of you, however, this is the stagnant energy of this person. This is an individual who has like a lot of yes people around them. People who do not call them out on their shit. People who would never call them out on their shit. Now, what I will say is I will give this person credit in reference to some of the shit that they have accomplished in their life, right? It's not a complete bum, okay? It's not bottom of the barrel, right? They made it like halfway out the barrel, but the motherfucker is still very, very close-minded, okay? The first card that popped out was the card, I guess this is the card that comes with the deck itself, right? It's just like a welcome card that came with the deck, the Shadow Oracle deck. The way that I read this, and the reason why I kept it in our deck in general, is because this definitely leads to the energies of a person who is not willing to even recognize their faults, right? Recognize where they can improve. This person does not take accountability for what changes they need to make. They don't even believe that they have any changes. I mean, they're perfect, okay? I'm perfect just the way that I am. And the individuals that they have around them and surrounding them, because they have made it so much further than like their friend group or even their family, right? They may be the first person who graduated, the first person who really made like a real bag, you know what I'm saying? Like stacks on racks. This could be somebody who is like the strong one, the one who has actually made it out of the hood or out of, you know, a dire situation, and they've kind of yielded some form of success for themselves, right? Or have even shown that they've made it beyond this sort of more desolate place that they kind of came from. So they are admired by a lot of individuals who have known them, you know, when they was at the bottom, right? It's like started from the bottom, now we're here. And everybody who was around prior to this person yielding this form of success that they have now, will not tell this person about themselves. They don't have people around that will really give it to them. You know what I'm saying? Let them know about themselves. Even if they're wrong, they have a ton of individuals who are around who will just let them be wrong. Just for the sake of either keeping the peace, right? This could be somebody who throws tantrums. This could be somebody who doesn't really deal well with constructive criticism. It's like a Tasmanian devil when you call out one thing. It could be a number of reasons, right? So this card coming out in particular definitely let me know that I wasn't tripping about that stagnant, stale ass energy. This is an individual who is so stubborn. I don't know how many conversations you've had with this person about the changes that they need to make, or the shit about them that is not right. Like something ain't clean in the buttermilk. Like something is not... The math is not mathing. You know what I'm saying? You're sitting here saying that you're all of this, but I'm here to tell you that you're lacking in some areas. Not saying that you're not great, but there is room for improvement, right? There are areas of opportunity that this person continues to miss, but they can't see it because they don't believe that they even need to start on this journey, right? This is not even getting past the first card of the deck. They're like, why the fuck are you going through this deck? I don't need to change anything. I don't have any traumas or any shadow work that I need to look at. Please, please talk to everybody else in my life. They're the problem. Oh my God. You see what I'm saying? Right? Definitely the feels that I was getting. I'm like, no, I need an actual card. I don't care how much work you think that you don't need to do. I'm here to tell you that there is much need for improvement. This is somebody who has been operating this way their entire life and have gotten to the point, they kind of have gotten to the point now where they don't believe that there's any room for improvement. They don't feel like they have any shadows. This is definitely somebody who feels like they have reached Emperor, Empress status and there's nothing else to see here, right? Nothing else to be seen here. Like, I'm great, I'm perfect, I can actually help you. And that is definitely not the case. But the reason why this person is so hell-bent on believing that they are in perfect order, in perfect condition, is because of the individuals that they like to keep around them. Anybody who speaks out of line to this person gets kicked out of their life. And the reason for that is this person can't sit in a space and receive constructive criticism. They can't. Their ego just can't take it, okay? They flip the fuck out, okay? They flip out at even a slight statement that might suggest that they maybe might not have it all right. They can't tolerate it, okay? And because the majority, only because they select certain people to keep in their circle. Let's not make no mistakes about that. This person selects people who believe the lie to stay around in their life. And anybody who tries to go against the grain gets kicked out. So they never really get the true story about themselves because they only keep people around them who will feed the lie, who will feed the monster. Okay? And then if anybody dare come towards this person with even a slight suggestion of what they might be able to change for the betterment of everybody, of the collective around them, it's a whole tantrum. Okay, this person is with the shits. This may be a violent individual. This may be somebody who has, you know, swords for a mouth, right? You may be dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I also heard Scorpio. I don't know why. Maybe it's because this person will not allow people around them who would benefit them in their own evolution. This person does need to go through a death of the ego, but they have armed guards, is what I heard. Armed guards around that ego at all times. And anybody who threatens to come near the ego with a suggestion of betterment, they get kicked out, they get cursed out, they get thrown out, they get ghosted, they get ignored, they get, you know, tantrums and the bullshit. It's quite disgusting. So I kind of forced another card to come out because I was like, okay, here goes the same stagnant shit, right? This is somebody who doesn't even feel like they need to begin on a journey of self-awareness. This is not a spiritual person. This is someone who believes that they've already reached the status that everybody else is trying to get to, and they can help you get there too, as long as you don't say nothing about what they do wrong. Yikes. So we have narrow-minded, right? So that makes perfect sense, guys. We also got benefactor, right? And what it reads here is grace and generosity. The energy that I was getting from this card in particular with the other two cards that has come out is people are way too generous with this person at sparing their feelings. This person has been given too much grace. They've been given too much generosity, right? Too many passes, too many second chances. This person's life is full of second, third, fifth, 150,000, okay, chances. This person gets chance after chance after chance. And anybody who threatens, right, threatens to stop this course that they're on, they just remove. And they've been able to do that their entire life and not really have to change anything. It says you have a limited outlook on, perspective and thoughts. What makes you think your thoughts are solid gold? Well, the people around them, and they will only keep people around them who will help them to continuously feel like they are perfect, like they don't need to make any changes, like they are the standard. Oh my God. It's not a lie, guys. You know if this is your person. You definitely know if this is your story. Having a conversation with a person like this is exasperating. Didn't I tell you? I had coffee. I felt tired as fuck after that meditation. I mean, it's quite annoying to try and tell somebody, listen, you're doing this wrong. Are you going to listen for a second? And they can't even hear you long enough. They never even started listening to begin with. Wow. So this person doesn't have perspective. The word perspective doesn't exist in this person's world. Because then that would mean there's another side to look at. And to them, it's only their side. Okay, it's my way or the highway. It's the way that I do things or nothing at all, right? You'll fail if you don't do it like me. Or should you combat me on that? Should you combat me on the fact that I think that I am God's gift to this world? We're done. Wow. So we have goddess, okay? It says feminine power, love, and fertility. So I feel like this is the Empress card, okay? Out of this deck, that's the energy that I'm getting. I don't feel like this card is the energy of your person, however, or whoever has shown up here. This is your energy, okay? Gender doesn't matter. A feminine energy is one that sits back. It's one that does not chase. It's one that knows its power, okay? One that knows what it possesses, and it does not need to do anything further but be itself, okay? But be one with itself. You don't chase people. You're not chasing a connection. You're not trying to get somebody to see their ways. You're not trying to build a bitch. You're not trying to build a man. You are here solely for the purpose of your own growth and evolution. You just so happen to stumble upon someone who was so truly stubborn that it may have even gotten you stuck because you couldn't believe that there was an individual who would really behave this way. A grown person. This is a grown motherfucker, a grown person sort of behaving like a teenager. I won't say a toddler, but I will say a teenager, right? You know, teenagers think, right? Once they've made it to a certain age, you can't tell them nothing. They lived all of life. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm only 13, 14, 15, but I've lived life, bitch. You can't tell me. I don't care if you birthed me or not. Okay? I'm about to tell you how to live this life, right? Don't get mad because I figured it out, right? Before I turned 18, okay? I'm grown, bitch, right? Like, that's the energy. And because teenagers normally stay within that energy, it's hard for them to hear the other perspective. They can't. Their own ego is so loud that they can't hear warnings. They can't hear red flags. They can't hear towers that may be coming down the road, right? That's why teenagers often bump their fucking head and then be like, damn, you was right, Ma. You was right, Dad. I should have listened. So I definitely feel like this is a person who you have forewarned. You've tried to warn them. You have. Even if the two of you are not in connection currently, they have some kind of tower moment, okay? Some kind of karma that they could have truly avoided up until this point if they were able to open their eyes. This person has remained asleep, okay? They sleep forever. They ain't getting up for work. They ain't got no alarm clocks. This motherfucker ain't got no job. They ain't got shit to do, okay? They're just asleep, you guys. So I feel as though it is your feminine energy and your feminine power. Like I said, gender doesn't matter. You're chilling. You know what I'm saying? You're chilling. So why would this person be showing up then? I'm kind of confused. Why are they here? I feel as though, especially for those of you who are not in connection with this person anymore, this karma or this tower moment coming towards them, they're going to be able to realize that you were trying to assist them in avoiding this. It's unavoidable now though, okay? I definitely feel like this is somebody who betrayed you because they weren't able to get out of their own way, all right? This is somebody who is very single-minded, guys. They are not the type to use critical thinking. Do you understand? This is not a critical thinker. This is not a thinker at all. See, okay, so we have magic ring, we have commitment, lasting, and bond. So I feel as though there's still a bond or a connection here between the two of you, all right? It doesn't have to be emotional. This could just be the doings of the divine to keep this person connected to you energetically, because as I stated, there is something coming towards this person. Some form of a tower. They may be meant to do nothing but look at things from another perspective. That may be a punishment for this person. I don't know how that's gonna ball over, okay? I just don't know. Okay, we have, so Aurora Moon, it says breakthrough, magic, and opening. Yeah, so whatever this person is getting ready to experience, whatever karma is coming towards this person is going to be the demise of this ego, okay? It's going to be the demise of this behavior. This person has been given way too much grace. You have even given this person grace. Let's not do it, okay? I'm not going to argue with you. You have. It's out of pity. You know how you pity a person? It's like, damn, you don't know any better, huh? You just about to wreck your whole life? Like, this is what we're doing? Okay, see? Do you see what I'm saying? So here's the thing, guys. Wow. Wow. I'm not doing this with your person. Okay. All right, guys. So here's the thing. You are definitely at the forefront of this person's mind. This tower moment could have reached this person during this retrograde. It could have been a couple of weeks ago. It could be coming up in the very, very near future. This is something that has just happened or will soon happen, where you will be at the forefront of this person's mind, okay? It's a sort of aura or power or energy that you have over this person. I do believe that you may have been the first person to not contact this person after there's been a separation, okay? This is the type of person who doesn't check up to see if their words hurt you. They don't call to see if you're okay. This is not the kind of person who likes for things to end on a good note. Let's be friends. No, they're either with the you're either stuck with me in all of my fuckery. Either you're going to condone this foolery, okay? Or this is about to end in a shit show. You're about to get all of my antics, all of my tantrums. It's going to be one or the other. And that's this person's perspective, okay? Now, I do believe, right, as I stated, there is something in particular that has happened to this person that has caused a breakthrough in their thinking processes. I don't believe that their thinking has changed altogether because, listen, we cannot ignore what came out, right? The very first card. This is going to be a very hard habit for this person to break, right? They've been doing it their whole life. This is a creature of habit, okay? This is habitually how this person behaves. They were definitely kind of waiting on you. Waiting on a text, waiting on you to pull up, waiting on, you know, a word from their friends, their cousin, their mom, that you were asking about them, waiting on a post, you know, a meme to even suggest that you still care. Are you still there? You know, where the fuck is this going, right? Is it done? Like, is it done? Now, at the end of this person didn't turn back around to see if you were okay. Okay? They fucked you over. That's the end of that. However that was done, they never checked back to see how you were doing. You know what I'm saying? To see if things were truly done. I don't feel like there was any closure here. Nobody got closure. You didn't get closure, and they didn't get closure either. They kind of wanted to leave the back door open just in case they decided that they want to fuck with you again. You know what I'm saying? And now that they've decided, okay, that you were more beneficial here than out there, wherever the fuck you are, they were kind of waiting on you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, didn't I say that this goddess card was definitely giving me Empress energy? And gender doesn't matter, but the feminine energy does not move. It knows its worth. So once you fuck it over, once you screw over it, you know what I'm saying? Once you have shown that you are unworthy, right? There's nothing more to say. There's no further conversation needed. There is no explanation needed. There is no closure needed, like, etc., etc. You'll never hear from me again. I mean, so I do believe that for most of you, this is already in disconnect, okay? They were waiting for you to turn back around and kind of see about them, okay? See what they're doing, who they're fucking around with, what they plan to do, where things are going. Do they still see a future with you? Is there still something here, etc., etc., right? This is where this person planned for your thoughts to be. Wow. How ironic that this person would plan, right, the outcome of where your mind was going to be, but they definitely don't like people to dictate what their mind does, right? They want full control over that. They don't want nobody telling them nothing. This is somebody who you cannot tell anything to. Period. Yet, they want to convince you of this. It's all very confusing, guys, okay? I do believe that there was some minor changes here, but there's still a huge tower moment coming after this person. I don't know if you want to be in the mix of that shit. I'm just saying. I don't know if you want to be mixed up in that shit. Okay, I feel like whoever's going to be in close quarters with this person will also experience backlash from this tower. Okay, it's gonna burn other people. If you are in shot view of this tower, it will burn you as well. So I'm just gonna put that out there. It is free will. I'm just pulling one more card. I'm gonna get that from the Kipper deck. I'm just hearing that intuitively, and then we're gonna go on over to the extended. Yeah, see, can't make this shit up, guys. Yep. So we have false person, right? And main male. Gender doesn't matter. We definitely have somebody who thought very highly of themselves, okay? And very highly of the way that they do things. Very highly of what they've accomplished. Very highly of what they can do for you and everybody else, and just what they bring to people's lives, okay? This is now someone who realizes that there is some falsehoods, okay, within what they thought of themselves, all right? So I feel as though the insecurity that's coming from them actually realizing, you know, where they fall short, having to really look at that, right? Look at themselves in the mirror, is forcing them to see that they're not all that they built themselves up to be, right? They still have room for improvement, that they, like, can you just come down 2 notches? You need to humble yourself. It's creating some form of insecurity in this person. And this could also be why now you're on their mind. Why aren't you chasing me, right? Because their ego, their self-worth, and their self-esteem is in danger at this point because of this tower that they're experiencing. So they're grasping grasping for straws pretty much, guys. Okay, you just so happen to be one of the straws. I don't know, that's just what I heard. Yeah, they're now grasping for straws, right? Where's this going? You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can get one of my old ones back. Let me see if I still got pull. Let me see if I'm still who I said I was, right? We never really had a conversation about things being done. Is this really over? Oh, so you're just gonna leave me on red? You're just not gonna answer me? Oh, you really don't have nothing to say? Oh, you really fucking around with other people? Like, it goes on and on and on, guys, and it has absolutely nothing to do with actually wanting to have a connection with you per se. It has absolutely nothing to do with wanting to work on things with you per se. This person is reaching out to all of their exes. You just so happen to be one of them. They're grasping for straws in order to save this ego. Like I said, they had armed guards, you know what I'm saying, around that ego and anybody who threatened, but what's an armed guard to the universe, bitch? Oh, come on. Like, what are we doing here? The universe is like, I'll blow your guards away. You know what I'm saying? Just one little pluck and all of them fall to demise. So now they're attempting to kind of salvage what's left, but I still feel like that tower hasn't fully hit this person. They can feel it intuitively coming, and this is why the reaching out. This is why the thinking about the old flames. This is why trying to hold on to dear life, to that self-esteem. Oh my God, to that self-worth that they've built up for themselves that they are now realizing is false. Okay, it's a sandcastle, bitch. That's what it is. Wow. All right, guys, so we're going over to the extended, okay? We have a lot to dig into over there, okay? I want to see why this would be occurring in your life right now. Why is this situation on your life path currently? This is going to give you a lot of insight on what you need to do moving forward as to avoid any disasters. I also want to see what does karma have in store for this individual. As you know, they have something coming towards them, huge, major, big, okay? This is why they're now grasping for straws of the past to try and hold on to dear life, to this cycle that the universe is currently trying to push them out of, okay? I think they're heading for an awakening that has nothing to do with you, but you're just a catalyst, right, for them to try and hold on to the past. Well, also, I want to see what is the lesson for the both of you in this. This individual's purest intentions for this connection. What do they believe, or where do they believe things will end up for the two of you? Their next steps and the potential outcome if you decide to engage with this or go in the opposite direction. I'm going to look at both of those potential outcomes. We'll then have your new love message, okay? New love only. I want to see who and what's coming in towards you energy wise, and any individuals that might pop out. I want to see what blockages you may need to remove in order to guarantee success in this next cycle for yourself. I also want to see what will be the intentions of these newer energies coming in. Make sure there's no negativity or toxicity there. Is there a possibility for union in this? We'll look at red flags and deal breakers, if any, so we can see if this is even worth your fucking time. You know what I'm saying? We'll also look at the shadows that might be keeping you visible to toxicity and negativity in love connections. Removing these blockages is going to completely put you invisible, right, to anything that is not for you, right? Anything that does not serve your highest good. You'll be able to be invisible to that, so you don't even have to deal with the energies at all. I also want to see what your focus advice is to yield true divine happiness in love, finances, and life overall in the least amount of time, okay? So let's go on over to the extended. First, click that like button now, you know what I'm saying? Click the subscribe button and the notification bell, become a part of our family. And let's go cut up a little bit, okay, guys? It's going to be linked down below in the description box, and I will see y'all over there. All right.